Welcome to People. I'm Shirley Lin. My guest today is Jiang Jingpo, or also known as Paul, and he is a conductor and founder of Moment Musical. I hope I'm saying it right.
That's fine.
Well, welcome, Paul.
It's my pleasure.
Yes. Now, you are a conductor.
Yes.
And a founder of a symphony orchestra, you would
Yes.
say? Yes. Okay. In Chinese, it's 乐兴之时, right? All right. Now, that's a very unusual name.
It is, I guess.
But it means just enjoying music in the moment. Yeah? Am I interpreting it right?
I would say it's more like moments that music really happens.
Ah, moments that music really happens.
By which I mean when the music coming from the performers are making an actual connection with the listeners, with the audience.
Of course, of course. No. Well, let's go way back. How did you get into music? Are you from a very musical family?
Not at all.
No.
My mother is a dentist.
Oh.
My dad was a painter. Yeah.
That's artistic.
Yeah, but neither
in a
of
different
them
way.
Is musical. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But according to my mom, I was first put on a piano bench.
Okay.
And I stayed for 1 minute.
And
then I was put on, well, a cello was given to me. Again, according to my mom, I stayed for 3 minutes.
Okay. How old were you then?
I was 4, I think.
Wow,
Yeah.
only 4. Okay.
4, yes.
And then?
And then finally, when I was given the violin, apparently I played on and on. So,
this is a very interesting story, very interesting. Your mom wanted you to get musical. I think there's
Yeah.
a dentist and there's the painter.
Yeah.
How about someone musical, right? Ah, that's so funny. Yes, so you start with the violin.
Yes.
At the age of 4?
4, yes.
Okay. How was that experience? Did you enjoy it every moment?
I don't recall any moments of disliking it, so I guess I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I learned the piano myself. And after 2 years, I absolutely hated it. And my mom would sit right beside me as I practice.
Yeah.
I'll be practicing and crying at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah. But in total, I learned the piano for 11 years. But I guess that was good. Well, we can talk about that later.
Okay.
So then you learned the piano, I'm sorry, the
violin,
violin.
yes.
For how many years?
I don't know, because, let me see. When I was 5, I went to the States with my dad for 1 year.
Okay.
And I didn't continue learning the violin during that year. But then after that, when I was 6, when I came back to Taiwan, I started learning it again.
Okay.
And from that point on until when I finished my bachelor's degree at USC, this was continuous. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you still play the violin now?
Yes.
Oh, all right, all right. Yeah. So at what point you switched to conducting and why conducting?
Okay. Actually, that's a big question. Because I always liked the violin, and even nowadays, I still consider the string quartet to be the pinnacle of music making for me. Yeah. Because actually once I was talking to the concertmaster of Berlin Philharmonic, and I simply asked him, do you think it's possible for a symphony orchestra as great as Berlin Philharmonic to reach the level of perfection and refinement of a good string quartet?
Okay.
And he said, don't think about it.
Oh, why is that?
It's a little bit difficult to explain.
Okay,
but,
I suppose.
But I guess the easiest way to explain is that for a symphony orchestra simply has too many people,
Yeah.
too many ideas, and the sonority of the orchestra is more of that of the grandiose approach. Even when it plays pianissimo, the harmonic structure or the extension of the harmonies is not going to be as clean and as perfect as when 4 string instruments are playing together very well.
Oh.
So that said, I'm trying to tell you guys that for me, string quartet is still my favorite, my favorite way of making music. But conducting is something that I got interested in very early on.
Yeah.
It was in my teens, actually.
Okay.
I was about 14, 15. And just suddenly one day I felt playing the violin was not enough for me.
Oh, okay. You have bigger dreams.
Yeah. It's not, saying that doesn't mean the violin is easy or I consider it easy. It's, not at all.
I agree.
Yeah, it's a Mount Everest to conquer. Yeah.
I agree. My younger brother learned the violin, so yeah.
Yeah, it's just that I guess in my nature or in my character, I long for something more complex, maybe. Something more interweaving. And
maybe because you like to be in control, maybe?
No.
No?
I knew I was going to say that.
You mean conducting is not taking control?
It is.
Okay.
It is, but it's just like like management. There are many ways of controlling and managing.
That is true.
Yeah, you can be a tyrant.
Yes.
You can be super easygoing, but still have things in control.
Okay.
And I think for me, it's not so much an issue of power or control or manipulation. It was simply a musical urge, to be able to make good music on that scale, on the scale of a symphony orchestra, of that repertoire. And it was later on that I gradually discovered that I think I'm meant to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More so than being a violinist.
I guess if I understand you correctly, I know that there are some people, let's say they're watching a choir or they're watching, a concert, and the conductor's up there conducting.
Yeah.
And you see some people in the audience or standing on the side, kind of moving along and just enjoying the moment of conducting, following the same motions as the conductor himself and all that. So those people, excuse me, those people are made for conducting then.